What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Madden 20 franchise rebuild. This has been a very difficult season, and for the first time in a while, I feel like I'm entering an episode with kind of low expectations. This has been a really difficult season, and it looks like we may, for the first time in years, miss the playoffs. We've just started out very poorly this season. We've lost some close games, and maybe that makes you think that we could turn it around, and I still believe, as long as Tyrus Sparks is healthy, we can win any game, no matter what. But we have a really difficult situation in this division, as we have the Carolina Panthers, who have just one loss. So already off the bat, we're already thinking we're more of a wild card team at best. But we have a long way to go to even get that far at 4th place in the division. So with that, everybody, welcome to episode 69. It's time to get into today's action and see if we turn this around or if this is indeed a new challenge, having to recover from missing the playoffs. We already lost to Carolina one time. It was a 3-point game though, another one of our close losses. Unfortunately, we have 3 of those in a row. So we're going to start this episode with some simulating. I do prefer to start with simming and then play later, so that's what we're doing today. A nice surprise to begin this episode, 35-14. A dominant victory. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are here to make a statement behind 5 Tyrus Sparks touchdowns, 3 interceptions of Dak Prescott. What a day. Gabe Ventura, the rookie. That will make a statement right there. 2 touchdowns, 1 for Denzel Denard. That is a pretty solid performance for this team. 2 sacks for Robert Cush, 2 picks, Jamichael Beekman. Maybe this season is not over. I've had pretty high expectations here for Gabe Ventura, 6'6", 226 pounds. I think I'll go with the slot archetype again, but deep threat might get him to being a scheme fit. And it will help out some of the medium route running, hopefully. Deep route running and release, alright. Sometimes it's hard to predict what's going to happen there, but I think if you're not sure, just assume it's going to focus on whatever ratings are low. Backup defensive end, Zach Lambert getting a little better. We go run stopper and get a nice trio of ratings there upgraded. Maxwell Butler could be a promising young player. We have a little bit of pass protection work to do. I'm going to go power here. Overall doesn't jump, but we do get pass block power, strength. We're going to go physical here for Denzel Denard. That one is just a little low. He does lose being a scheme fit, but overall his XP is, it requires a lot to upgrade in the first place. We might be getting a new ability here for Jamichael Beekman. He's now a 90 overall, one of the best corners in our league, and the ability slot is opened up. We now have universal coverage for him. Defenders with this ability play tighter coverage and force more catch knockdowns in both man and zone. That sounds like a pretty important ability. Kevon DeVoe is an 88, and he's pretty close perhaps to getting more abilities. Now his sack numbers have gone down, and I've just wondered, I don't know exactly what goes on under the hood in this game when it comes to sack production. It's been one of the strangest things for a long time. But I'm starting to wonder, obviously getting finesse moves to 96 hasn't solved the problem. What I'm now wondering is maybe the contrast between, finesse and power is an issue. Maybe that's something to think about, and I should actually focus on power if it's a weakness. We're doing that. Kevon DeVoe, +3 power moves. So I've noticed this a little late. This archetype system's now a couple Maddens old, but definitely when a position or a rating is low, you can kind of predict what the archetypes are going to do. They try to make up for that a little bit. Physical for Chris Godwin. I just like catching traffic and all that good stuff to make all those plays that nobody else can make. Back-to-back multi-score victories against division opponents is how we begin this episode. William Lindsley threw a touchdown. It was a great game. 2 scores here for Sparks. Askew had a solid rushing day in the prior game. He has another one here with 94 total yards. And then Gabe Ventura, 2 catches. Not a lot of standouts here in the passing game at all. It doesn't seem like there are very many yards, but I guess it's all spread around. For the defense, 2 sacks again for Robert Cush. That's 4 in the episode. DeVoe got 1 as well. And Leonard Moorhead gets an interception. I just scouted an undrafted running back, and I'm really interested. Now, 7th round talent basically means low 60s in terms of overall, but the top 3 is very, very impressive for Stuart Sanborn. Great elusiveness, catching, and ball carrier vision. He will be a target in the draft. This offensive line class is one of the strangest. Most of the time, I find pretty deep O-line classes, a lot of good talent. Well, the left tackle class has 5 draftable players, the game is saying. 4 draftable left guards, 2 draftable centers, 3 draftable right guards, and 4 draftable right tackles. I've never seen anything like it. 3 wins in a row, everybody. 24-21. Now a close game actually works in our favor. Ollie Sparks. I know a lot of you would have loved to watch this game. I actually forgot about Ollie Sparks here, but 69 yards and the touchdown. Askew for 60. But Sparks has had a really good career now that he has gotten some time to develop. Usually, I don't think running backs break out after the amount of time it took him, but it happened. Sylvester McMahon had a very nice game. Chris Godwin scored a touchdown. Denard. So we've won a couple blowouts, and now we've won a close game today. We're just 1 game back now of the division lead. New injury. Ooh, what could this be? We are going to miss Angel Copeland for 4 games. I have 3 other running backs on the roster, and the best free agent is a 66 overall, so we are going to obviously keep Roy Mays on the team. He's already a scheme fit and a rookie. Maybe he'll get a few chances, but certainly this means a bit more of a role for Lawrence Robertson. In case you were wondering what Gabe Morrell is up to, obviously he can play that hybrid receiver running back role. He's currently with Garrison Wade actually in Seattle these days. Morrell doesn't have a catch this season, but Garrison Wade definitely does, and he's been doing really well with this team. He had 1,100 yards last season, and he's on pace for a little less, but he has more touchdowns now. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen with Kyle Caver this season. I do have to take some time to look at contracts today, and Caver's going to be a very key player in those discussions. I think one thing you just have to keep in mind is like how difficult is it to replace certain players, and where can you handle maybe taking a step back in future seasons. I know how important Devin White has been to the team. 5 years is a long time, but for an elite player, I think that you can sign them even when they're getting into their regression years, but that is a lot of money. Another win continues to make this a very interesting season. 36-29 is the final. 3 more interceptions for the defense against rookie Corey McKinley. 3 touchdowns meanwhile for Tyrus Sparks. And we're not having the huge receiver standouts. We had Ventura in the first game. And then 2 sacks here for Kyle Caver. Oh my! A 3 interception game. That might be the only 3-pick game that I have simmed in Madden 20. 3 for Beekman. Wow. He now has 5 interceptions on the year. He is a playmaker for sure. All 5 interceptions, I believe, are in today's episode. That's pretty impressive. And now atop the division, no longer are the Carolina Panthers out in front in dominant fashion. They are struggling now, and there's a 3-way tie. They've lost 4 games in a row, and they have a really good scoring defense. 222 points. I wonder if that's first in our league right here. Not quite, but it's top 3. There we go. Antonio Tandy is now a scheme fit. Zone coverage, press, tackle, a lot of variety in that upgrade for the 74 overall corner. Angel Copeland's up to a 74 overall, and he gets a speed boost with elusiveness. Now Copeland has 94 speed. For Adonis Askew, I say today we change it up. We're going power back now, up to 83 overall. Break tackle, that's a good rating to have going up. Trucking, I'm not as concerned with. I think break tackle makes more of a difference on more plays. Tampa continues to win. A 5-game winning streak now with 2 more scores for Sparks. Askew with a touchdown. And Godwin found the end zone along with rookie Gabe Ventura. For the defense, 3.5 sacks today for Robert Cush. As soon as I think about, maybe we don't sign Robert Cush. Maybe eventually we cut or trade Robert Cush. He does everything he can to change my mind. 3.5 sacks. Oh, come on. And now you're telling me the chance to break out against Philly. 3.5 sacks, and now he wants to show he's a premier defensive lineman. Cush has 97 finesse moves. I think I might as well, just continue this experimenting. Let's upgrade power rusher and see if that helps out in the simulating. But, wow, imagine him getting to X Factor. Yeah, he wouldn't be traded at that point. Dwayne McClain, we're going physical upgrade here. Trucking. The Saints game probably means a whole lot more with this 3-way tie at 8-5, so I suppose we will skip the Philly game. If we don't end up signing Kevon DeVoe, this does appear to be a very good edge rush class. I just scouted LaMarcus Bowles, who is late 1 projected, late 1 talent with a nice top 3. There's also Jeffrey Hoffman, who shouldn't go top 5 or anything. Damian Wilkinson will likely be one of the earliest edge rushers taken. There may be enough edge rushers to consider, maybe a first-round pick replacement. Just something to consider because there are a lot of players with deals that are expiring. 6 victories in a row for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2 sacks for Sparks, and we sacked Wentz 6 times. Could Robert Cush have actually done this? There was also a chance to upgrade if we held them under 50 rushing yards. We did. That's only 42. Robert Cush is going to X Factor. OJ Howard scored. What if he got the sacks as well? We can just go Super X Factor. 3 sacks for Sylvester Seymour, Caver, Page, and DeVoe. Where is Robert Cush here? 1 tackle for loss. Jason Sanders missed a kick. It was from 50 plus though. So we found a game that matters a lot. We defeated the Saints to start the season, and if we win this game, we'll own the tiebreaker over them. For the Carolina series, we have split it. So I'm not sure we're getting much clarity today, but a win gives us a very good chance of going to the postseason. At 9-5, I assume we'll be a playoff team now. But given the division is so competitive, we could easily lose out to another 6-seed team. But I think that we should be okay. We beat Philadelphia, Washington, and the Falcons aren't a threat anymore. So if we win, probably good. Yes, Cush, I saw you out there. We held them under 50 rushing yards, all thanks to you. And maybe Sylvester Seymour, who should be the real X Factor probably. 2,000 XP for Robert Cush. The big dev increase. All right. That definitely does change some things going forward for this team. Basically meaning we're not going to be moving on from Cush at all. 14.5 sacks. That's a lot. Yeah, he's not getting traded. I think what's been tough for this year is I like to just start out with the deals that I think are the easy decisions. and that helps me kind of, you know, get closer and closer to what I want to do. But I haven't found the easy decisions. Not even Sylvester Clark, because, I mean, I drafted a tackle this past year. I don't know if I can have Coakley, Heenan, and another big deal, considering that Bradley is probably going to be a better lineman than Clark eventually. And then defensively, it's like, okay, Kyle Caver's 24, so that seems like the easiest one to me. But do I give him a big deal and then not give Devin White a deal? Because that doesn't sound like a fun time. Then there's Kevon DeVoe. He's a really good edge rusher, but inconsistent production. Sean Murphy-Bunting, probably moving on, but it's not like we're super deep at corner. So I'm just delaying all my decisions, seeing if something makes it easier at any point. One more upgrade today for Gabe Ventura, and I'd like to go with the slot archetype again. Didn't increase his overall. We get 1 route running rating and elusiveness. I'd like to trade that for something else. I noticed that Ventura has a 77 break tackle rating. I just want to see what is that relative to other receivers. Here are the top break tackle ratings, by the way. So Ventura is definitely in a higher tier. Definitely above average, but not like top of the league or anything. Definitely top 25% or so. That's right, we're not facing Jacoby Brissett today. So we have the Saints, and they have Max Wallner as their quarterback. Rookie, 80 overall, star dev. So solid. Luckily not a superstar X Factor. Still has to get some of that going. Alvin Kamara is still good. Second year, Bubba Norwood from Texas A&M. He has speed. Traquan Smith, Lester White, and Curtis Samuel. I do not know if Michael Thomas retired. It's probably the case. For the offensive line, they're really good. All 5 spots are definitely solid. Tremaine Sullivan, what has he been up to since leaving Tampa? Again, I wish I knew, you know, on the left side there, what that was all about. Like the teams, I think that this is the Buccaneer era, though. Not the 13, I would have signed him, but that's a lot of sacks since leaving the team. Almost 40 in 4 years. Pretty remarkable. Marshawn Lattimore, Marcus Williams, Tony Dunn. So some good secondary players as well. And this could be a game that very well decides the top of this division. Here come the Buccaneers, riding a 6-game winning streak going into this one. They have turned around the season. And now we can comfortably say that this isn't really far from like an 11-2 team at this stage. Like, we had those close losses, but in the back of my head, I was always thinking like, well, the Lions started this year in real life with a lot of close losses, and they were regarded as like the best bad record team. But then they're going to pick like number 3 in the draft. So I wasn't sure what was going to happen to us. The Saints will start things, and immediately we are getting pressure, finally! And we get the sack with Leonard Merritt. That took some time, but he never stopped battling. Inside, and Kamara getting some running room. That'll be a first down, or no, it's not. It's 11 yards put on 2nd and long. I should probably pay attention to my own content. 3rd down and 8. Secondary playing off, and the pass is sailed downfield and knocked away. Jamichael Beekman. Tampa at the 11 as we try to continue this win streak. Blitzed on the pass. Here's a throw complete across the 20-yard line to Denard. Tyrus Sparks. Oh, off the mark? How was that? I think Marshawn Lattimore was holding. Although I don't even think that the animation is in the game anymore. Here's a give and a short pickup. Sparks needs 7 over the middle. This is not going to get it, and Denard is hurt. Uh-oh. Denzel Denard will come out of the game. Let's see what kind of sequence we get here. If he's going to the locker room, that is not good. That is probably at the least an end-of-game injury for Denzel Denard. Let's sim a little bit here. New Orleans takes over, 14 yards to Lester White. I'm glad we're not facing Michael Thomas any longer, but Traquan Smith developed well in this series. They're still a strong team, 9-5 just like us. And driving down the field inside the 30, continuing to rack up first downs. First and goal, 4 yards Kamara, sacked by DeVoe, and incomplete. We'll simulate some of Tampa's next drive. Wow, losing 5 yards and then getting 12. 3-0 New Orleans, and that is a reception, gain of 4. Like to see us play a bit more aggressively here on these third downs as Wallner is off the mark. That's the second time we've seen accurates and a quarterback has missed today. 24 yards, DeMarcus Lodge. He will get more chances now if Denard isn't back. I imagine his day is likely over. Tampa Bay still not on the scoreboard, trying to fix that on this possession. We have Chris Godwin and Gabe Ventura in the game. And here's pressure. And Sparks is able to get rid of it. On the give. Nice run. Across midfield. That is Adonis Askew. Sparks needs 3. Firing outside. Cut and falling ahead. DeMarcus Lodge, the veteran. 2 tight ends on the field for Tampa. And again getting some room. Here's Askew ahead to the 20-yard line. It's a fake on first down, and that throw is quick to O.J. Howard. Sparks and his decision-making. It's just so much fun to watch. There really is a difference between the elites and everybody else in this game. Toss right. And brought down in the open field is Robertson. Tight formation. Sparks given time. Back of the end zone. Oh, no. It's incomplete. Third down. 2 backs in the game now for Tampa. Sparks to the air. Protection holding up. And now dumping outside. Askew can't create a miracle. And he's down. Another injury to the Tampa offense. Field goal good. It's only a 3-3 game, and we could be missing 2 starters for the rest of today. Leonard Merritt picks up a sack, and then Robert Cush. There's a chance that if we didn't get the boost through the breakout chance, that we were going to get it anyway because of where he's going to probably finish in terms of sacks this year. Not sure if it would have been enough for X Factor, but it's got to be close. 15.5. There might be somebody who has like 20 or a couple players. I'm not sure if the dev trade increases perform exactly like the Madden 19 ones. But the Saints put together a 2-minute drill before the half and make it 10-6. Let's go to the second half now. A 4-point game, and the offense isn't having a great day. And, okay. Dislocated shoulder for Adonis Askew. So we are really having to count on some depth now the rest of the way. So that bug forces me to take the delay of game. There are no button inputs it was accepting there. And if we check out the medical center, they're out for game injuries. So shouldn't be multi-week, but this is the important week. And we don't have them now. So in the third down back roll, who's it going to be? Roy Mays, the rookie, is going to play because he can simply catch the football better. And I know that we throw it to our backs quite a bit in this new offense I've constructed. So, Roy Mays, here's your chance. Tampa without a touchdown as they begin the second half, and here's Tyrus Sparks across the middle and caught by Howard. A lot of time in the pocket for Sparks as he's on target for Chris Godwin. Chains move. On first down, on the slant, a catch made by Lodge, and we're on the move into New Orleans territory. On 1st and 10, here's Sparks delivering again to the open Godwin. No running necessary on this possession, but maybe in the red zone we consider it. When we go 3 wide, Roy Mays is going to be the back. Oh, come on. Oh, it's the reverse to Ventura, and he's brought down. Loss of 6. Come on. I didn't think I had that in 2nd and long. Or no, it would have been 1st and 10 is what it would have called it. Yeah, I don't want to call it on 1st and 15. Play action now for Sparks. Complete. And Godwin creates 14 yards. Here's 3rd and 7 now, and the pass hold in. Mays is brought down by Marshawn Lattimore. Big time open field tackle. 3 field goals on the day. We have not found the end zone, and Kamara for 20 gives the Saints a new set of downs. 3rd and 9, incomplete. Let's get back to the field. Tampa Bay at the 20. They're going to run this one, and with a good burst, this is Lawrence Robertson, and a big opportunity for him today. Across the middle again, and DeMarcus Lodge picks up 8. From the 39-yard line, Sparks completes, and DeMarcus Lodge continues to be reliable. That's a fake. Sparks is going across the middle and gets a big hookup. Ventura inside the 15. How about that connection of 34 yards? Gabe Ventura having a very nice rookie season, and I am very happy he's getting these chances. We're back in the red zone now, trying to score our first touchdown. Sparks, plenty of time, and caught for the touchdown! O.J. Howard, and the Bucs are in front. 2-point try now to go up 7. Sparks. I knew after the ball didn't come out, there probably wasn't much, and Sullivan makes the play. Let's see what the defense is doing today. Pretty good job so far. We've gotten a few sacks on Wallner. Wow. Got lucky, that was a motion. Handoff. Kamara. Nowhere to go. If I sign both of those linebackers next year, that would be like a $150 million tackle. Or at least 100. 120? I forget what Devin White wanted. Nice stop, Kyle Caver. So he just made a great play on one of the best receiving backs in the game in space. I'll think of that one when it comes to contract time. We're inside the 5, and from here we'd love to run to create some room. So Lawrence Robertson, this should be your opportunity, I would imagine. Not yet, we're throwing. It's caught by Lodge. Play action on 2nd down, and a laser. Sparks threw that with conviction, even though the window was very tight. Another fake. Sparks is going long, and it's knocked away by Marshawn Lattimore. Gotta take your shots. That's basically my offensive philosophy. Here's a catch, and a short gain for Howard. Bunch formation for the final play of the 3rd quarter. Sparks with a laser across the middle, complete to Godwin. There's another first down. 9 rushes in this game. All right, this is our idea of a balanced offense. Here's Sparks, and he delivers to Ventura. First down. Handoff, and Robertson has to clutch the football as he's brought down, and now there's an injury for Morgan. Split backs for Tampa. Robertson is the motion man. He gets it in space. Turns up. That's a solid play right there. Gain of 9. Does he get it again on 3rd and inches? 2 receivers in the game for Tampa. With motion, I doubt it. To the air we go. A lot of time. Catch made. It's Godwin. On 1st down, another one for Howard inside the 15. Can we go up 2 scores now? That is the new mission. On 2nd and 2, caught again. Hasn't always been flashy, but it has been effective. 8 catches on the day for DeMarcus Lodge. And now a give to Mays, who goes down on first contact. Mays is the back on 2nd down. As Sparks is blitzed, he completes to Ventura. And the Saints stop him at the 5. If the Saints hold us to 3 on this drive, they'll have a chance to tie it. So here's a critical play in the game. 3rd down and goal. Sparks to the air. And the pressure forces the dump off, and Mays is brought down. The Saints do what they have to do. Field goal good. And now we'll see if the defense can come through in a pressure spot. 8-point game, New Orleans football. Wallner pressured and sacked on the play. Robert Cush. What a year. The rookie trying to get the Saints back in this, but now they face a 3rd and 18. I'm not sure they'd consider it 4-down territory yet. Wallner completes to Kamara, and he picks up a good bit of yards, but not enough. Sure enough, they are punting here, so do we have an offense that can run this clock out? I think we do if we're throwing it, but with 6 minutes left, I'm not sure we'll be in like run the clock out mode. I think we have to be like inside 4 or something for it to really trigger. Who knows? But we come out 2 tight ends, so there's a chance this is a run. It is Robertson for a gain of 1. Out in space, Robertson makes the catch and hits the sideline after a good pickup. Split backfield on 3rd down. What's the call now? Motion to the right flat. Sparks on target. Ventura with another catch. So far, so good on this drive. Down to 4.5 to play. 18-10 Tampa. Sparks spins. Delivers in the coverage. It is caught by O.J. Howard. 8 catches for Howard. We have some really good receiving performances today. As Sparks outside Ventura. That's a good play to get 8. The receivers have been fantastic today. Of course, Sparks has as well. 2nd down. Here comes Ventura. He gets the flip. Mays is out to throw a block. And Lattimore stripped the football. And the Saints have it. In the 8-point game, the Saints take over. Oh, man. There it is, ripped out by the All-Pro corner. Tremaine Sullivan recovers, and Max Wallner will get a chance to go and tie this game again. What a game here in Week 16. Wallner and the Saints trying to create heartbreak. Oh, he got it away, but missed Kamara. Wallner on 2nd down. That's an open receiver. 1st down at the 36 of Tampa. On 1st down, Wallner steps up, and DeVoe is there, and the ball comes out, but the Saints keep it. 2 sacks for DeVoe, 2 sacks for Robert Cush. Plays made by Kyle Caver. All things I must think about. 3 minutes left to go. Max Wallner is scared. He's seeing ghosts. 3rd and 9. Wallner across the middle and batted away by Kyle Caver. 4th and 9, and they are kicking a field goal. I kind of get it, but at the same time, I don't agree with it. Oh, almost blocked. And the kick is good. 2:47 to play in this game. Saints down 5, need another stop. And we run, no we don't. Caught, Lodge, flag on the play. So now we've got to convert a 1st and 20. Oh, that was an eligible downfield, not a hold. 1st and 15 is a lot better than 1st and 20. High snap and delivered to Robertson. He gets some room to navigate and picks up 10. 2 minutes to go in the game as we run again. Robertson through the middle. Fantastic job. Another run to Robertson. And with his tough running, he's able to pick up another 5 yards or so on the play. Saints down to 1 timeout remaining. They gave him 6 on that. 2nd and 4, trying to put the game away. A 1st down would do it. Lawrence Robertson for the 1st down, and the Saints are not going to win this game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers up 5. No. Why? Why don't you just automatically go to kneel? Another run, don't fumble. Mays picks up a few. Now we should be kneeling out the clock. What are we doing? I don't get the kneel logic. Handoff, another 1st down for Robertson, padding the stats, and that should lead to a kneel. So a good job in relief by Lawrence Robertson, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers step closer to a potential division title. Week 17 may still have some key implications, so it's likely getting its own episode for me to go through stats and everything else. I'm sure seeding's going to be impacted by that game as well. But we should be in the playoffs, I believe, after this victory. 18-13. We didn't get the big offensive day, but we got tremendous defensive play, and I think we had a lot of players that came to play to say, hey, I've earned my contract. You just can't play better than Tyrus Sparks did today. Accuracy, fantastic, and he makes it easy on me as a team builder. 384 yards passing as we had a lot of running back injuries. I thought Lawrence Robertson played a very nice game. We passed the ball very effectively. 8 grabs Howard, 8 grabs Lodge, 7 for Ventura. Godwin had 1 drop, but overall the receivers did a really nice job. And defensively, 2 sacks Cush, 2 sacks DeVoe, 2 sacks Leonard Merritt. We're 10-5. Where are we in terms of playoff seeding? We have clinched. But we haven't clinched the division, of course. We could still, of course, lose it and become the 5 or 6 seed. So week 17 is very important. I believe we take on the Colts, I want to say. But here is the NFC in total. We are trying to earn a 1st round bye. We're not going to have a better record than the Cowboys no matter what. The Bears are 11-4. So it's probably going to be a situation where we're playing for a home playoff game or a road playoff game. I'll have to see if we've faced the Bears this year. I don't think we have. Oh, we have, and we lost. So we're not getting a 1st round bye. Next game is all about seeding and everything else. But still, that's somewhat important. Angel Copeland's going to return, and it looks like he's going to get the start in this game. Or no, Askew's injury wasn't serious, so he'll be back. And I do want to see him play this game. Like, I'm still thinking about his contract and many other deals, of course, at this point. I think what I'll do to end this episode is do 1 contract offer for now, but I'd love to see your feedback down below on what you think I should do going into week 17 and my last chance to negotiate before the final, chance in the offseason. But I would like to give a contract offer to Kyle Caver. I think, you know, when in doubt here, you can't go wrong rewarding a 24-year-old player who has a ton of upside still. Caver signs a 4-year extension, so that is kind of a start for us. We look at about $53 million left in cap space. That was an extremely successful episode as we didn't lose a single game. And now Tyrus Sparks, 36 touchdowns on the season, 6 interceptions. 36 is already a new career high for Tyrus Sparks. Godwin's over 1,100 receiving, Denard 738, Howard's over 7, Ventura closing in on it. He should have a chance at Rookie of the Year, but I'm guessing because there are a couple rookie quarterbacks starting, he won't win it. Caver has 5 sacks this year from an off-ball linebacker position. Cush 16.5, Seymour 9, Merritt 8.5. This team is looking much better. And next time we'll play through week 17, close this year out, and see what the playoffs have in store for us. So thank you all for watching. Please leave a like on the video. Leave your feedback below. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be seeing you all again soon with more Bucs franchise. Have a great day.